Alright, I wanted to show you guys some SE2 today, and this is basically all. I'm going to show you all the mechanics for every single race. I'm not going to show you actually any gameplay unless I have time to. First of all, let's speed this up. As you all know, all the SCVs will split up once you put them all in one area, and I guess, as you can see, I'm building each building right now. First, I'm going to build a barracks. Most of the buildings cost the same as before, but I wouldn't say they're all about the same. They have different health though. Like if you look at this supply depot, one has 350 health. Now you'll see me probably building some marines very soon, and then marauders, reapers. Then I'll show you the mechanical units, and I'll show you the air units. This is just the normal speed that you'll be playing in, faster, and it's actually faster than fastest in original Starcraft. As you can see, these marauders are crazy since they have lots of attack, and for being at their range, see at the same range as the Marines, even though they cost more, they slow down the enemy units. As you can see here, I just shifted up the Reapers. As you can see, you can jump on and off cliffs, and they do ridiculous amount of damages to the actual buildings. As you can see, it's 40 damage, and they're actually not that bad. They're 50 minerals, and they can jump off. So I'll retreat for now since the computer is pretty easy. See the Marines still 50, and there, yeah, I can actually see the supply and the time also right beside it. And the Marauder's 125 to supply, and it's almost the same amount of times Marine, but it's still worth it. There's Reapers and there's the Ghost. I'll show you the Ghost next, which is a huge upgrade from the Ghost since StarCraft 1. Now, I should have a Ghost soon. I think I'm building one right here, right? And I have the factories building up. And I'm gonna show you all the abilities. And as you saw in StarCraft battle reports, you can shift between the two attachments, which is pretty cool. There's the tech lab, and then there's the reactor. Which reactor actually lets you build two units at the same time, while the tech lab lets you get the other three units. As you can see, kind of plays this factory bad, so I had to replace it again. But you cannot get the siege tank and Thor unless you have the actual tech lab attached to it. Same for the barracks, you can't have the other three. I'm getting a nuke right now. The nukes in this game is much better. It does not cost any supply, half the cost, and Ghost is only second tier. It's not tier 3, so it makes it so much better. Now let's speed this up since it'll be some time. I think I'm going to show you all the Ghost abilities very soon. I'm going to start building starports also. If you didn't notice, I already upgraded this to orbital command. It costs 150 minerals. It's not an attachment, and it gives you three new abilities. As you can see, you can drop the mules, which is basically another SCV for 90 seconds. It says right there, and you can call down extra supplies. You can see this supply depot already has one, and it increases it by a maximum of 8. So instead of that standard 6, you get 8. Here I'm just going to clear the way for the ghost, so you can actually see the nuke looks like and all his other abilities. I won't show him cloaking because you already know what a ghost look like. So here he goes. To your opponent, he can't see this huge AOE that you're doing on the base, but you can actually. That's only for you. Your opponent will only see a small dot, like probably about that big. And you can see the nuke does decent amount of damage. As you can read, it does up to 300 damage plus 200 versus structures. And I can show you his snipe ability. It does, I believe, yeah, right there, 45 damage to, and it ignores all armor to any unit you choose. It costs 25 energy. That was the EMP. It does 100 damage to shield and drains all energy from any cloaked units or whatever. You can just read it from here. 100 damage to shields and drains all energy from units to targeted area. Cloaked units hit by the EMP are revealed for a short time. And there he goes. This is on beta right now. That's the only computer you can face right now. There's only 1v1, 2v2, and most of it is just all melee. There's not much UMS at all. There isn't actually, because since they want it for balances purposes. Now I'll speed it up so you can actually see more units. I believe I already made the tank and a few other units coming through mechanical now. So that's what the tank looks like in siege mode. Does 10 less damage than the SC1, but still pretty good. You have the Helions and new Vultures, which I find aren't that great since they shoot really slow. As you can see, the time it shoots again for its second shot is really low, and they only do 8 damage, regardless of being AOE or not. It's not that great. You only get these Helions just for their speed. I wouldn't. They're not as good as Vultures. That's for sure. And the next unit is probably Thor. Ah, there he is. The Thor is not that expensive. It's 300, 200, and 6 for what it is. It's 400 life, and he has that amazing ability that does 500 damage to a unit or any structure. And he does 45 damage standard to any ground unit and 10 damage versus air units, but it attacks 4 times. So you can tell by how many times it attacks, its attack rate and stuff like that. Now I'm just waiting for its energy so I can blow up a building, and probably here you'll see me blow up that refinery. There you go. Oh, that might have been a bit fast, but basically he blows it up in 6 seconds because the refinery only has 500 life, and it probably scared off the computer. And you saw the SCVs enter the command center. As you can see, there's 5 SCVs just to save it. And I'll just retreat it so I can show you more units. I'll let you see the other units also. There's a Banshee. This is how much it costs, and Battle Cruiser is not too bad. Battle Cruiser right now is really good in my opinion. It's much more powerful than it was before because more health, more armor, damage is about the same, even though it may not look like it. It decimates air units pretty nicely. The Banshee, as you saw, not that great, but in masses they're much better. I saw Battlecruiser just took them down like so fast. Banshee can also be cloaked. You can see all these abilities they can have. There's the Hunter Seeker missile, which I already researched here, being researched right here. That's for the actual Raven. That's what they're called now. These Ravens are the new science vessels, but they're more offensive than science vessels. They have 3 abilities. One for infantry, one for armored units, I guess you can call them, and the last one is just Hunter Seeker missiles, which does AOE damage. Like you can pretend it's like a really strong Psy Storm. I see. Oh, there's a turret going down, and you can see what it does. Now you can see the medevac that's coming in, and you'll heal all the units. It's like the medic plus a dropship before put together. So as you can see, they're being healed, and the turret is obscenely strong for how much it's worth. Also, if you didn't notice, I'll slow this down a lot because I put down the sensor tower right here. That lets you see all the units. You saw that in battle report, but just to emphasize, it's still here. It hasn't been taken away. It's not too bad. Now here's the Viking, which is the unit that I can transform into the air and down to the ground. It can only attack whatever it's in. It's not too bad. Also, haven't used Terran much, but this is what they can do. This is the orbital planetary fortress. It cannot lift off, as you can see once it has this fortress, and it does 40 damage. Not bad. As a marine range, you can still lift off, as you can see in normal command center. And then you have your scanner. Probably soon I will show you the Hunter Seeker missile, and that's pretty much it.